Hello and welcome to WBBL Review. I am joined by Taylor O'Brien of the Leicester Riders now. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm can't complain too much. What have you been up to?
Honestly, I've just been enjoying my summer so far. It's coming to an end. There's been a lot going on just with my internship, graduating, and honestly just deciding to come here, and it's just been a busy couple weeks, but it's a good busy.
Yeah, everything seems to be coming to a head and then a big step for you.
Yeah. I'm so excited to come, and I just think this was the right choice for me, and I was really excited. It was perfect opportunity and everything just kind of fell into place. So I was like, let's do it. I'm ready. I'm excited.
So obviously joining us in the UK, we want to get to know you a bit better, your basketball journey and off court as well. So let's start with where were you born?
So I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's in the United States. I was born in a hospital in Philadelphia, and I grew up in a small town called Lafayette Hill. Um, Honestly, I've been here pretty much my whole life. My my mom's from Baltimore, my dad's from Philly, so they're both from like relatively around here. Um, and basically, I've been playing sports with my family my entire life. So I have three younger siblings, and all three of them play three sports. I played three, four sports growing up my whole life. So honestly, just getting to play those like really helped me like become the like athlete that I am now. Like being able to manage that and be able to just have so much fun in the idea of sports is like honestly what I was really excited about and what I really liked. Just the versatility of like living in that kind of lifestyle and that family like just pushed us all to be competitive. So it was like really exciting to be able to grow up that way.
Yeah, three siblings. I bet you that has helped with the competitive edge.
Oh, for sure. We compete in every single way possible all the time.
So when did you start playing basketball?
I think I started when I was young. I think I started playing when I was like 8 or 9. And I honestly did not want to play because I
Mhm.
thought it was for boys. And I was like, I really do not want to play basketball at all. And I ended up going to a camp and I did really well. And then it just kind of took off from there. I went to like some little camp and I was able to play and had a blast. And honestly, from then on, I just continued my journey. I played AAU, I played um, high school, I played travel, I did the whole 9 yards.
Mhm. So, what other sports did you play then when you were younger? You mentioned three or four sports. What were they?
I feel like every kid just plays like a whole bunch of different sports when they're younger. So I did like soccer, I did softball, I did swimming, but then all throughout middle school, high school, and college, halfway through college, I did basketball, volleyball, and track. So I went at high school, I went through all three of those. At my old school that I transferred from, like my first college where I got my undergrad, I did basketball for 4 years, and I did track for like a year and a half ish. Like after basketball was over, I would just run track, and then I did that my freshman year. I did that my junior year for a little bit. So
Yeah. When did you start playing basketball in teams? Was that straight away when you first started, or how does that work?
definitely straight away. I didn't really know. I think I only did one individual like workout session in camps and stuff. Like
Mhm.
I think that was when I was probably 11 or 12, just to like get my mechanics right and figure
Yeah.
out like if I actually wanted to play, and if I was going to play, I was going to have to do it right. So I learned my mechanics, and I was just kind of took off from there. I did mostly team stuff, just like little random rec leagues and like playing games and having practices and stuff. So that was new to me too, was playing on all types of different teams. I played on Fencor, I played on Philly Triple Threat, I played on White Marsh, I played on all the leagues like around here I played on, and I really enjoyed it all of them.
Would you say your inspiration was your family? You said obviously a very sporting household. Was that your inspiration, or did you have any coaches growing up that you really looked up to as well?
I mean, both of my parents were athletes as well, and they both played different sports. My dad played baseball, and my mom ran track and played basketball. So she, like both of them, really helped me with my journey. They didn't force me to do any sport. They didn't push me. They were just like, we want you to be happy and do whatever you want to do. And if this is what you like, we will help you get to where you want to get. So they definitely inspired me to keep going. And that's why I did so many sports for such a long time, was just because I had the ability to, and they were like, if you can do it, you might as well. If nobody's stopping you, keep doing it so you don't get burnt out. So I literally loved every single sport all the way up until now. And I think that's why I'm still able to come in here and have so much love for this game, because I was able to really take time for each different sport and just get such a different experience and have that feeling of oh my gosh, I can't wait to play again because I'm running track right now. And I'm oh, I have basketball season coming up, or oh, I have volleyball season coming up. So that was really exciting. And definitely just inspiring me, my siblings, they look up to me so much. I want to make them proud, and I want to do everything that I can to make sure that they are proud to be my sibling. And I just want to lead the way for them and show them everything that I can do to make them realize that you can do whatever you put your mind to. And this was literally just in my journey, in my steps of what I wanted to do when I was young. I was I want to play sports in high school. I want to play sports in college. I want to play sports professionally. And now I'm doing that. And I'm so glad that I have the opportunity to.
Yeah. So talk us through college then, for yourself. Where did you go? How was that for you?
So I had a very interesting experience because I came from a mid-major school and then I played at a higher major school. So I went from Bucknell University, which is in the middle of Pennsylvania. I loved it there. I had a great experience. I did really well with basketball. The school was 2.5 hours from home, so I was able to go home whenever I could. It was great for me, so I could keep my family members could come to the games. It was great. I had a very successful 4 years there. Going into college, I didn't have a bunch of offers. I didn't really know the whole recruiting process. I didn't really know what to do because it was I was the oldest, so I had to just experiment and figure out along the way. And so I went to Bucknell. I loved it. And then my COVID year happened. So COVID, everybody got a year back. So I was able to go and graduate from Bucknell. I graduated in 2022, and then I transferred to Florida State for my COVID year, which was my graduate year. So I did that for 1 year, which was last year. So then coming out of Bucknell, because I did really well, I was able to get a bunch of different offers and stuff from a bunch of different schools. So it was a completely different recruiting experience the second time around, which was really cool to see all of those teams wanting to have me on their team. And it was a really cool experience.
So what made you choose Florida? Sorry, what made you choose Florida? And if you had offers around different places?
Well, it was just the family atmosphere. I loved Florida State's coaching staff. I loved their players, their team. I loved being in the warm weather. It was just complete. Bucknell was very, very cold. So I was all right, my last year, might as well go to a warm school. I wanted to go to a big school. Bucknell was a small school. So I was I literally just wanted to get two ends of the spectrum and just see a whole different experience. So I was just all right, let's go complete opposite. Let's just see what we can do. And I literally loved both places that I played. I loved all the people there. I loved literally every single thing about Florida State and Bucknell. And I just had such a good time. And then Florida State, I was able to play against all these big time athletes and big time teams. And it was just such a different experience because I just will never forget coming into Bucknell. We would play these big teams and we're okay, let's go, we got this, we can win these against these big teams. And as that big team, it was crazy to be on that other end.
Yeah.
And it was just so surreal for me to be able to appreciate how hard it was for me to get there. And it was really cool to see that and just experience that in my life.
So help me out with the geography here. What's the gap between Philadelphia and Florida? Is that quite a large?
Yeah, so Philadelphia is very, very north. It took me 15-hour drive to get from there to Florida, where my school was. So it's just completely different, weather shift, completely different culture, dynamic. It's just a whole different environment, which was very new to me. I think it was 16 hours, I'm pretty sure, to get to drive there. So it was completely different than where I was for 4 years because Bucknell was all snow, cold, and like very, very cold. Florida State was always hot. It was always 100 degrees. It was always burning up. It would rain every once in a while, but like I literally loved it. So I loved the warm weather. I really could not complain.
I hate to break it to you, but we don't get that in the UK.
I heard, but that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm used to it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
You mentioned obviously COVID year. That must have been a tough year for yourself.
Oh my gosh. COVID was such an experience. It was very mentally tough for I'm all athletes, honestly. It was just so new. Nobody really knew what we were doing. And especially at a small school like our school, Bucknell didn't really know how to like keep everybody safe. So they just were like, if you have any symptoms, if you're around people with symptoms, you're around like any issue, we are going to put you in the hotel and then keep you
Mm.
quarantined for 2 weeks. So our team went into quarantine, I think the most out of all the teams on campus. I think we were in there like 4 times, and every time we had to be there for like 2 weeks. And that was like
Yeah.
very tough during the season. You would just like stop and start. It's like playing through that was very, very difficult. But it honestly like helps your like if you can get through that, you can get through anything. So it really you just have to look at the bright side of things like that. And I really did learn a lot through those years because it was such a hard thing to go through, and like you literally just had to rely on the people around you and use basketball as an outlet to like kind of come back from stuff that you really can't control. So we did so many things in our hotel rooms, like we were doing puzzles and watching TV and doing little Zumba workouts and stuff, like literally just trying to stay happy and stay healthy just in those environments. Since we were there for so long, we had to make a living out of it, but it was tough, but we were able to get through it.
So obviously you mentioned that extra year, Florida, a long way from home. I guess that sets you up a little bit for the next stage in your journey, the big move across to the UK. How did that all come about?
So I really was like gonna take this year at Florida and be like, okay, if I can stay at Florida State for 1 year and I can be away from my family and I can figure out like long distance and I can do this then. So I was like, all right, if I can, especially because it's only a 1 year, if I hate it, I don't have to do it anymore. But I loved being in Florida. My family was able to come visit me. It wasn't too bad. I was able to talk to them a lot. So like I was still able to keep in contact with the people that were important to me, especially like my friends at home and like people at my on my old team that I like really liked. I talked to them a lot. So like I think that helped a lot. And I think that prepared me a little bit. I know it's different time zones and everything, but I think that definitely did help me and will help me adjust when going overseas. Just from being away from them for such a long time already, I think I can do it for a little bit longer.
Yeah. And then how did the move to Leicester come around? How did they get in contact with you, obviously, or how does it all work?
So I got an agent, and my agent kind of did all of my connections for me, which I am so grateful for him. He was such a great help in this whole process because I had no idea what I was doing. I was just going off of what he told me, and he was able to put me in contact with Lester, and the coaches were able to communicate with him, and then I was able to get on a call with them. And honestly, it was just great energy from all of the people that I talked to. I honestly love the coach. I'm really excited to meet all the girls and be in this new environment on this new team. And I'm so excited to get here just because I was like, I'm never experienced something like this. And now I'm a professional basketball player. Like I'm
Mhm.
so excited to get here and experience all these new journeys and new adventures and go like travel in all new places. Like we're playing games all over the UK, and I'm so excited to go and explore and see.
Do you know
Yeah.
much about the league in this country? Have you had any ex-teammates that have played across the year, or do you know anyone that's played across the
Um, so I actually went to school at Bucknell with Kimball McKenzie, who plays on the men's team at
year?
Leicester. So that was like it was crazy when I figured that out. I was like, wait, I know somebody here. So that was really cool to see. And I'll have a friendly face
Yeah.
around there. So that's cool too. I think I have just like mutual people that live in the area also. So like I'll have people that I can like talk to and lean on as well. So that's exciting. So I won't go in there like not knowing anybody.
That'd be good to have a friendly face around to settle in nicely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, something I ask kind of all the people coming across to the UK. Have you been to the UK before? And if not, what touristy things are you excited to do?
I actually have not been to the UK. We've traveled a couple places for basketball over the years, but the UK was not one of them. I would love to go to London. I would
Mhm.
love to go to Paris. I know the hot spots. I've never been there. Honestly, I'm just excited to see all of like the little small towns too, like in Leicester and like everything. All I just want to like be there. I'm want
Mhm.
to learn all about the culture and how the people live, and I'm just so excited to see like a whole new like way of life just because it's completely different than how I live, I'm sure. So I'm just excited to see like all the new cultures and all the new people and like just learn as much as I can and see as much as I can while I'm there. So I'm hopefully going to be able to travel as much as I can and just hit as many places as I can. So that's what my goal is
You
also.
need like a tick list. Go
Oh
as
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, then some quick fire questions just to get to know you a bit better. Let's start with your favorite Netflix series.
Oh gosh. Okay, let me think. Um, I'm not a huge TV person. I like Stranger Things. I like that. What was that? Shameless. I just watched Shameless too. I like that one a lot.
I'll answer the other kind of TV related question. Ask it now because if you're not really a TV person, but we'll go with favorite Disney film.
Oh my gosh. I love The Lion King. I love that movie.
Do you like the new? Do you know, obviously, they've done the newer version. Do you like that?
It's okay. I'm definitely a more original type person also, but it was okay. It was I'm not hating on it.
The Lion King's a firm favorite in our household.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you prefer tea or coffee?
I'm a huge coffee person. Like huge. I drink iced coffee every single day. So I'm gonna have to adjust. I'm definitely gonna have to adjust.
Just coffee all the time.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
oh, what annoys you the most?
It annoys me the most. Oh, uh, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I guess just like people being inconsiderate,
Mhm.
I guess.
You seem very chilled as a person. You seem like you're always looking at the positive side of things and quite chilled. And yeah,
I definitely
maybe
try.
nothing annoys you.
No, there's definitely things that annoy me, but you have to look at the positive side on everything.
Do you have anything you do on a game day, like a game day routine that you have to do every time, or you're pretty relaxed about that as well?
I typically take a nap. I'm I can't think about the game. If I think about it, I'm gonna overthink it. So I'm
Mhm.
definitely distract myself until the game is very, very close, and then I'm like, all right, now I gotta
Mhm.
lock in. During warm-ups, I'm more of a get it all out of like I need to like relax. So I'm listening to the music, dancing, enjoying myself, like literally just trying to like get excited for the game, like not really trying to like think about all the stressors that do come with the basketball game. So definitely just being relaxed, doing everything I can to like mellow out.
Do you have a favorite time of day for a game?
Um, Honestly, I like the night games. Those are my favorite. I'm a nighttime person. I'm not really an early morning person. The When we had games at like 11 a.m., I struggled, but I did play better in the morning, but I definitely like the night ones the best.
You mentioned listening to music pre-game just before. What kind of music is that?
I'm definitely a hip hop rap kind of girl for like pre-game music, but like in general, I like R&B, like Afro beats. I definitely just like to chill
Mhm.
kind of vibes.
Ooh, what's your favorite moment on court? What's
Um,
your highlight?
hmm, I guess winning the Patriot League championship. Our freshman year, we won our championship, and I was a freshman, and we won the championship, and it was honestly the best day ever. Like we beat our team that we were supposed to like. We didn't know if we were going to beat them or not, and it just like everybody had like the game of their lives. Like all of our seniors like went off. Like we as freshmen like didn't really play that much, but like we did get to contribute. So I was
Mm.
like, that's all I asked for, and just like the confetti, and that was like the first like real big thing that like I won in like a team type of aspect, and it was like so cool. And like I think individually, my favorite memory was like breaking the record, the scoring record at my high school. That was like a really cool experience also.
Um, oh, favorite meal.
I'm a seafood kind of girl. I love seafood.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's the top of your bucket list?
My bucket list. Oh, mm, oh, I don't know. I definitely want to. I guess right now I just like want to go travel as much as I can. So like going to like fun places. I want to go to Rio de Janeiro. I don't know why. I just love it there. I just would love to go there. Um, honestly, just travel a lot. I don't really have like a big bucket list like to
Mhm.
have to do.
Do you follow a basketball team yourself, like a WNBA, NBA, or do you follow a lot of basketball?
Honestly, not really. I like to play it. I don't like to watch it.
Fair
I
enough.
am big on that. I mean, I've watched all of my old teams this year, which was really interesting to watch, just like the teams that I used to play for. And
Mm.
then I guess like professional, like I'm from Philly, so like gotta go with the 76ers. Um, but honestly, I'm not a huge like mega fan of any team, to be
Mm.
honest.
Pineapple on a pizza, yes or no?
Nope, sorry.
That was a confident no.
Yeah, no, can't do it.
Oh, see, I quite like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not for me. I'll give it another go, but it's not my
No,
to
you
each
seem
their own.
pretty set that it's a no.
I'll try it again. I will definitely try it again.
Right, what would you say your major strength was as a basketball player?
Definitely my versatility. I think me being I'm left-handed, so that definitely throws people off. At least one time a game, somebody forgets, and I get an easy layup, which is great for me. Um, but I think just me being able to score at all three levels and um, being a good teammate. I'm there to pick people up. I love to support others. I love to bring the energy. And if you mess up, I'm gonna tell you what you did wrong, but I'm gonna do it in a way that like keeps you going. Like I'm the supportive teammate. Like I love to help my teammates be the best versions of themselves and like get the best out of the experience. Because if they do well, I do well,
Yeah.
and we do well, and we all win. So that's what I'm here to help, and that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah. Right, I've got one more question before I ask that one. I just want to say a huge thank you for joining me. I look forward to meeting you in person when the new season starts.
You as
Um,
well.
yeah, and good luck for the season with Leicester.
Yes, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, last question. Is it a question? But you need to finish this sentence. I love basketball because.
It's who I am.
Nice. What a way to finish. Thank you so much again. And
Thank
I'll see you
you.
soon.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.
Bye.